Yo, what's good? It's your boy Taj, and today doing something a little different. Doing a review video for Ginny and Georgia season 3. But before we get started, man, like, subscribe if you're new. If you're someone who was on Twitter liking and commenting, to me talking about the show and stuff, definitely hit that subscribe button. You feel me? I want to do more reviews. If y'all like this, let me know in the comments. But let me just start off and say, just to get my overall thoughts out real quick, this season was amazing. This season was amazing. I'm so happy that Netflix allowed this show to grow and find its footing instead of canceling it, because it went from this cringy but charming like YA show to this super, like, you could take it seriously now. Not saying that you couldn't before, because season two I think is a big step up from season one. Like, it just keeps getting better each season, and I'm looking forward to season four. Like, if I had to give my like rankings out of 10 in terms of the seasons, season one would be like a 6 out of 10 for me. Season two would be about an 8, and this season to me was a 10 out of 10. Even though I have nitpicks and things that I didn't like, obviously it's for story purposes and it'll, get addressed in season four. But this season was so goddamn good. The comedy was good, the storylines was good, the writing was good, the acting was good. Like, it was, everything was just good this season. Like, I love this show. All right, now first I gotta start with my girl Georgia. I felt so bad for her this season. Listen, I'm be completely honest. We all love Georgia, but we gotta take her off this pedestal because what she did to Tom was unnecessary. And honestly, everything that happened in terms of her being convicted of murder, it's her fault. It's her fault. She did it. Like, we gotta take her off that pedestal. Doesn't mean that I don't, love her character. This was probably my favorite season for her character because I feel like she got the most development this season, and I'm really looking forward to when she goes into next season. I'm gonna also talk about Paul and Zion in her section, so her part gonna be a little long, and Joe, because their storylines directly connected to hers. So I'm gonna just talk about it all in one section. So I'm gonna start off with Paul. Listen, I get it. What Paul did, him hitting the wall, that wasn't good. But I will say he's justified in his anger. I've been seeing a lot of people out there saying that Joe was the only one that like stood by her and stuff. Yeah, but he's the only one that's like least connected to Georgia. Like, yeah, they're friends, but Zion has a kid with her. Paul is married to her. They have more at stake there. Where no matter like whatever she does doesn't affect Joe. Now, if when they get together and if they, get married, or when they get married, if that happens in the show, then it'll be like, all right, her past, if more stuff comes out, it will affect them. But it's not doing it the way it is with Paul and Zion. But Paul was justified in his anger. Him hitting the wall was messed up, but he was justified. Like, you got to think about it. Like, his life is connected to her, and all of these things are coming out. It makes him look bad too, and it ruins his political career. Like, he's the mayor of a town. Like, he can't be, associated with someone who does that type of stuff. And yeah, she told him some things, but she didn't tell him everything. Like, she didn't go into strict detail. And I can't be mad at how he reacted, like in terms of him being mad. Like, I don't like that he announced his divorce on TV. That was a little messed up because she loses her lawyer. Like, him doing that, he left the kids, specifically Austin, because he has a good connection with Austin. And so now Austin doesn't have anyone but Gil. And we saw how that turned out. And even then, he was willing to come back to her when she announced that she was pregnant. Obviously, we know it was fake. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because he was willing to overlook all of that, but then found out that she lied, and he was just like, I can't do this. And he's right to be upset. I just don't like how he displayed his anger. Like, he was getting all up in her face and hitting the wall. I was like, nah, son, you gotta back up because you're scaring her. Like, she told you about how unsafe she felt with Gil. I don't remember if she told him everything, but he knows that like she wasn't vibing with bro. So, that was a little messed up, man. But I don't think they ruined Paul. I just feel like they're now making him a more layered character because he's going through something. Like I'm pretty sure he lost his job. Like he might not be mayor. Like it's a lot that he's going through, and it stems from all of this, unfortunately. You know. All right, so now we gotta get into Mr. Zion. Similar to Paul, I don't think they ruined his character. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think they did. I feel like similar to Paul, he was justified in his anger and how he was feeling because even he didn't know everything that happened. You know, so all of this was news to him, and I get that he was thinking about his kid, but he wasn't thinking about his kid at the same time. Y'all understand what I mean? Like having them come and take Austin and Ginny away was extremely cruel, and they should have built up to that. Like I feel like he should have came to her and been like, "Hey, like I'll take Austin and Ginny while all this stuff is going on." But instead, he just called Child Protective Services and got them took out the home, man, and that was traumatic. Like that's the only consistent parent that both of them have had, specifically Ginny because she's older. And it's just like, what gives you the right to just do that without talking to her about it first? Like, God, that pissed me off so much, man. And then you work with Gil of all people. Gil, man. And Gil was just sitting there smiling. I was so hurt for Georgia, man. Like, come on. Like, that scene was heartbreaking. I felt so bad for Georgia. She didn't deserve that, man. That's the one thing they shouldn't have done is just take her kids away. That wasn't the answer. That was not the answer. But it was easier for them to take the kids because Paul wasn't there anymore. If Paul was still there, I don't think they would have just took the kids. I think it would have been almost impossible for them to do that. But that was crazy. And now their relationship isn't the same now because she's not going to look at Zion the same way. And honestly, I get it. It happens. Like I get it. Sometimes things change. But that was heartbreaking, man. Oh my gosh. Georgia was so supportive this season, especially when it came to Ginny. The scene where Ginny comes to her about her pregnancy, and without even saying anything, she already knew what was going on. Like she automatically knew. And you could see her face. She was upset, but then Ginny broke down and then she consoled her. Like, I can't be mad. I could be upset, but I need to be there for my child. And that's exactly what she did. She booked the appointment for her to get the procedure. She was there with her to take another test just to make sure. Like she was asking valid questions and things like that. And she even got Marcus to go to the place to wait for her when she got out. She didn't want her to be there alone because obviously she couldn't leave the house. She was on house arrest. But yeah, like I thought she was good this season. And oh, this is what pissed me off. Zion came in there and instead of thanking her for being there for Ginny in that situation, he gets mad that she ain't call him first or call him sooner. Bro, like, chill out. What is wrong with you? Your daughter just went through something emotional that only her mom could really help her get through because she's been in that position before. And also, that's been her more consistent parent in her life. Why would she go to you for this? Like, she was obviously going to go to Georgia first. And I think Georgia handled it great. Like, come on, Zion, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, that just pissed me off. It just felt like he was thinking about Jenny, but also not thinking about Jenny at the same time. Like, her wants and needs before anything, especially because she's 16 at that point. Like, they shouldn't have been able to just take her out. Like, she should have had a choice. I'm sorry. Like, that's crazy. I love Georgia and Joe this season, man. I've been Team Joe since season one. Since season one, I'm a little biased because Raymond Black for my Degrassi peeps. We know him as Saf Bendari, so it was a little biased a little bit in the beginning, but I genuinely like their dynamic. I like how this season, like, yeah, she did those terrible things, but he just showed up for her and just was there as a friend. Like this man, like she was open about everything. Like she was open about her situation with Gil. She was open about the stuff with her parents. Like she even told him before she ran. Like he just showed up. But yeah, like she was very open to him. And even at the end of the season, she's just like, I don't want to lie to you. Like I feel safe with you. And like I don't want to lie to you anymore. And he still accepted her for who she was. And I can appreciate that, man. Like She was great this season. Her and Joe were great this season. I need season 4, man, because I'm ready for them to get together. But last two reveals when it comes to Georgia, she's pregnant. What the hell? Who's the baby daddy? Who do y'all think it is? I want it to be Joe, but I think I might agree with most people on Twitter and like Instagram and stuff. It might be Paul's for the sake of story, and I don't want that, y'all. I really don't. I would prefer it to be Joe's. But also, not only did her dad call her and warn her, like, yo, if I can find you, your mom and stepdad might be able to find you. At the end, I think it was like the last shot. They were outside the door driving past her house, bro. I am so nervous for that because Jenny nor Austin knows her parents. So that's going to be interesting. And I wonder if they're going to pull a Gil thing, like how Gil just started like randomly showing up. Like, are they just going to like start popping up around town and then like walk up to Jenny and introduce themselves, or like just ask little mundane things like, hey, how do you get here, or what's good here at Blue Farm, or something like that. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do it, man. Like, I'm scared for Georgia because this is the first time she's seen him since she left home and stuff. So whoo, this is gonna be interesting, man, and I cannot wait. All right, let's talk about Jenny. This was the best that Jenny has been. I loved her this season. I never really understood the Jenny hate. Like, I get it. She was annoying in season one, but anything past that, you're just hating for the sake of hating because she's a pretty well-rounded character, three-dimensional character, and also she was valid in her frustrations with her mom last season and the first half of this season. Like, the things you do affect us, and like Georgia wasn't really thinking about that too much. I'm not saying that she didn't think about it, but I don't think she ever thought that it would actually, that she would actually get caught. And so now, like, that it came out, all these things are affecting them. And Jenny, she was right to feel that way. Jenny ended up getting pregnant this season, which I did not see that coming. But as soon as they all went into the bathroom to take the pregnancy test, I was like, one of them are going to be pregnant. And ended up being Jenny. And it was by a wolf, which, yes, we're going to have to talk about it.
That's wild.
I listen, I get it. That's wild was, I didn't expect it. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed because I didn't expect that to be his response. I was like, I was like, what the hell? I was like, who responds like that? But then I'm like, okay, these are teenagers. And it's not like Jenny warmed up to the conversation. She was just like, hey, I gotta tell you something. I'm pregnant. And like, Jenny had like a day or so to like come to terms with everything and to just like think. And so did he. Like, after he left, he came back the next day and apologized to her. You feel me? He told her whatever she does, he supports her. And like, at least he came back and apologized. If he never came back, I would have been like, all right, y'all valid. Y'all can hate his character. But no, he's likable as hell. Like, I love their dynamic this season. Like, her being with him allowed her to be normal. Like, none of the drama and stuff was affecting her. She just got to go out and be a regular teenager. Like, them at the science center or whatever, that was so fun and wholesome. I like their dynamic. Not saying I want it romantically, but I love her having other friends outside of Mang, because that friendship, that whole group is just eh. Like, as a whole, no. Different dynamics within it work, but as a whole, nah. But like, that's a good friendship for her, you feel me? And he even showed up to her poetry reading thing. And she was all smiling when she saw him. Like, nah, man, that's a good dynamic. I feel like some of y'all just hating a little too much. Speaking of dynamics, Bracia, can we just appreciate the fact that Jenny has black friends that don't judge her and are very open and honest with her about certain things? Like, I love that so much. And the scene where Jenny's sitting in the car and Bracia comes out there, and Jenny starts talking to her, and Bracia also talks about her like having her own safe space, and like how she like listens to music to kind of like help her like calm down and stuff like that. And Jenny opens up to her about her self-harm. And Bracia is she like thanks her. Like she was like, I'm honored that you felt comfortable enough to share that with me. And like we all need friends like Bracia. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been saying this since last season, and this season just made it even more like it hit that idea in my head. She needs to be up to a main character. I'm sorry. Like we know more about Bracia than we know about Nora. And Nora's been a main character since season 1. Like up Bracia to a main character. I would rather see more of her than some of the other characters at this point because I feel like it's interest there. And I feel like they could really do something. She has a lot of potential as a character, but I really enjoyed Jenny this season, man. Except how she did my girl Max at the end. I'm sorry. I get it that you were going through stuff this season, but you ain't had to do her like that. Like, I'm sorry. Nah, that was messed up, bruh. You don't do that to her. Come on. Especially after y'all was getting on her last season about her, like, making everything about her and just being too much when, in fact, y'all were the ones that were just being dramatic and always being about yourself this season. Y'all ain't think about her not once. Let's go ahead and get Max out the way. I felt so bad for her this season. Her friends did her dirty. Like the only people that really showed up for her this season was Bracia and her boyfriend. That was it. Like I get it. Ginny and Abby were going through their own stuff. But the fact that they were just actively leaving her out of everything, they wasn't telling her nothing. And that sucks because Max was the only one defending Ginny and telling Nora and Abby that, hey, like, whether her mom did it or not, we still need to be there for her. She was going on runs with Ginny. She was a distraction so that Ginny can go in and talk to her mom. Like, I'm sorry, she was a great friend this season. Like, the back half of season 2 is when we started getting a development, but this season was when it was on full display. Like they did a really good job with Max. And honestly, I cannot wait for her storyline in season 4 because her centric episode was amazing. I love the fact that she was pretty much like I go through all the things that, you know, you do. I'm just better at hiding it. Like dog, that scene was amazing. And also like her scene with Bracious boyfriend. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name right now. Isn't it like Brian or something like that? She was just like, I don't think anyone truly cares about me. It was so sad, man. And then the way Ginny did her at the end of the season, she need new friends. She need new friends. I'm being completely honest. She need new friends. Like, I think the whole Mang friendship just need to disband. Like, you can have your little certain areas, but like as a whole, nah, get rid of that. Nope, it's time. It has to go. I felt so bad for Max this season. She did not deserve that. She was the only one showing up. And let's talk about how Silver sucked as a girlfriend. Like I actually liked her in season 2. Now that's a character I think that they ruined because a lot of people was actually feeling Silver in season 2, and now like she was terrible as a girlfriend. And I don't want. Please stop the Sophie stuff. Like Sophie hurt her. She can get a different love interest or just like focus on her storyline. I do not care about Sophie. I love the actress. Don't care about Sophie. Like, nah, she can go. Like, get her up out of here. She can go. But I'm really interested to see what they do with her next season, man. Because I think she's going to have one of the stronger storylines. Especially since Marcus is going to rehab. Her parents are definitely going to have the focus on her now because she's going to be going through it. It just sucks that she don't have the support system anymore. Like all her friends are they was trash to her this season. And then Jenny, you want to be concerned about Marcus. I was completely on Max's side when she was just like, "Oh, I'm too much." Like, remember? Like, I'm going to go help my brother. And Jenny tried to apologize. Like, I didn't mean it like that. Like, nah, don't try to take it back now. Nah. Get out of my face with that, bro. That scene still pisses me off. I can't believe she said that. I cannot believe she said that. And the way that she just looked so nonchalantly at Max when she was just like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, bro, we'd have been fighting. If I was Max, I'm sorry. If Max would have crashed out right there, 100% valid. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. But all in all, really enjoyed her this season, and I can't wait to see what her storyline is like in season 4. Okay, time for Marcus. I don't have too much to say about him. Like his portion is gonna be kind of short because we've had this depression storyline and we've been building up to this point where now his parents are taking action and he's going to rehab, which I think is the best thing for him. Like he needs it. The one thing that I'm really looking forward to this storyline is I'm looking forward to like when he's in a healthy like place where he can just be happy and love himself. Like I'm looking forward to that more than anything else. Like season 4 is going to like he's going to have to come face to face with a lot of demons, and I can't wait to see what they are because it's clear that it's stuff that we don't know that's going on. Like there's something else that probably happened prior to the show. We know about his best friend, but something else had to happen to put him in his mind state because the first 3 seasons take place like in the same year. Like it's not it's not like we had a time jump or anything. So like it's something deeper here and I can't wait till we like unpack it. But yeah, like that's what pretty much I'm looking for when it comes to his character. Like I'm looking forward to the other side. Like what's next after he gets the help that he needs and stuff like that. Also, I liked him and Abby's dynamic this season. They had a few scenes them at the skate park and stuff like that. Um his relationship with Max is always interesting, and I'm kind of mad that he put her in a situation like if you tell like mom and dad, I'm never talking to you again. Like I think that was a little much, especially because your sister cares about you. And honestly, I hope we get a big apology scene, or he be the one to recognize that Max is going through something in season 4. Like maybe she comes to visit him and he picks up on it. Like that would be amazing. Like I would enjoy that. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about Marcus. I like how he was there for Jenny, when she went and got the procedure done, and there's not too much to say about him this season. Oh, Felix was acting this season. Acting this season, bruh. Like, 2 scenes stick out to me the most. The scene where I believe he's talking to Max, where he admits to her, like, I'm still in love with Jenny, but I can't be with her. I can't even be with myself. Like, that scene hit me. I was like, nope, y'all not doing this to me this season. And then at the end of the season, when he breaks down, like I hate myself, and he just keeps repeating it and getting even more emotional and breaking down more and more, and like just the emotion and the acting in that scene from everyone involved, like it was so good. So yeah, I can't wait to see the conclusion. Like this has been a very interesting storyline, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Okay, Abby, I need you to come front and center. I'm not mad at her character per se, but I hate what they're doing with her. I'm all for her storyline with Trish. That's not what I'm mad about. I'm mad that they're not fully committing to her storylines. Like, dude, you set up 2 interesting storylines with her eating disorder and the stuff with her dad and his new girlfriend. And we barely addressed it this season. Like, bro, like why do they keep doing this with her? They keep like giving us little samples and not fully committing and developing the storyline like through and through. Like that's pissing me off. Like I was really invested and they just glossed over it. And now I'm even more invested in the storyline with her dad and his girlfriend because the dad is played by an actor from Degrassi. So I'm like, okay, he played like a teacher. I can't remember the actor's name. It's whatever. But her dad's girlfriend is played by Annie Clark, aka Fiona Coyne from Degrassi. I'm a big Degrassi fan, and y'all know how I am for those who've been on my channel. Like, I want to see more of her. Like, do something with these storylines. Like, I like her and Trish. Don't get me wrong. That storyline was great. I'm here for it. But I was just like, damn, I was already invested in the stuff you already set up, and now you just introduced this new thing. So are we never going to fully address the stuff that happened before? Like, it's getting it's getting frustrating with her, bro. Like, the press stuff went nowhere. I thought that was gonna be a big plot point for her this season. Went nowhere. I hated the way she treated Max. Like, I get it if you're still mad at her for what happened in season 2. Max was doing the most. But to just leave her out of everything, and a lot of big stuff is happening for you, especially pertaining to you discovering new parts of your sexuality, and she herself is a part of the LGBTQ community, like I don't get why you be like not willing to talk to Max in that situation. Like she would be able to understand more than any of your other friends because she's in that situation. Like I just don't like I don't like the way that they were treating her, talking about she's too dramatic and she makes everything about her. Well, y'all did that this season. And then I'm gonna talk about Nora real quick. She don't even get her own section. Nora just go with the wind. She's just there at this point. Like I said it earlier with Bracia, I love Chelsea Clark, who plays Nora. She was in Degrassi Next Class. She did amazing with the material that you gave her, that they gave her. But they've given her nothing in these 3 seasons of the show. And I think that's whack to me personally. But also, if you're not going to do anything with her, give that screen time, well, not give the screen time, but give that main character role to someone else. And that's why I said I want to see more Bracia. I'm here for it. But like she does nothing. She just go. She's a follower. She goes where the wind is blowing, and then that's it. Like it sucks. But yeah, all in all, I enjoyed Abby. I just expected more coming out of season 2, man. Like I'm kind of let down. She was my most anticipated character coming out of season 2. Okay, this portion is going to be mainly things that I want to see in season 4, like stuff that we haven't gotten or stuff that they teased. So when it comes to Joe, I want to see what they're going to do with his whole like restaurant thing, like him potentially losing his restaurant and stuff. Also, I want to meet more of his like family and like get to know Joe more as a character. The one thing that me and my sister we were like, 'cause we're both the Grassy fans, so we were like, okay, what if they do something funny and they have Melinda Shankar, who played Allie in Degrassi, for people who know? She played his sister in Degrassi, like they were siblings. What if they got her to come into this show to play his sister as well? And I think they should do it. I know that his sister is supposed to be older and Melinda is younger than Raymond, but I think they could pull it off. Like with the right makeup or whatever, I think they could do it. I actually would be here for it, and like I think they should do it. But I want to see Joe's farm. Like like just give us more Joe. Like please, like give us something. Austin, I'm nervous for how his dynamic with Ginny is now because after what happened this season, I don't think their relationship is going to be the same. I wonder if he's going to struggle with Gil not being in the picture. Like that's going to be hard because I do think he was enjoying his time with his dad. Now we didn't get to see him all the time with his dad, but like that scene at Blue Farm where like I forgot what he started saying, like something about him can't have an ice cream or something like that, and Joe made this look because it looked like Gail was getting a little aggressive, so Joe was just standing there looking at Austin like, "Do you want me to do something?" Um, but yeah, like I do think he was actually connecting with his dad, and so it sucks that they did that to him because now with them framing Gil, it's like that boy is not going to be the same going forward, and I'm actually pretty nervous. Obviously, I want to see what they do with the parents, like them coming into the story. It's a theory that people have, like, what if Georgia's actual dad was trying to save her and he got framed? That could be interesting. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait until season 4. What else? I don't think there's anything else that I'm looking forward to. I already talked about Marcus's stuff and looking forward to Max's storyline and stuff. Um, I want more from Bracia. Like, just keep giving us more of her. I want more of Wolf. I'm sorry, but like, I enjoyed his character. Sue me. I want to see different friend groups, but I also want to see people like apologizing to Max because the way that they, I'm going to keep talking about it. The way that they did her this season was uncalled for, and I do not like it at all. Just pissed me off. I also hope that we get more like outdoor shots. Like them going to the science center was fun. Like having like a different set piece. Like that was good. Like I want more stuff like that. Like have them go out and go to carnivals and go to concerts in different states and stuff like that. How many seasons y'all think this show gonna get? Because me, the way that it's going, I heard something about season 4 potentially being the last because they don't know what Netflix is gonna do. Netflix, don't ruin this. Like, please give them at least like 2 more seasons. If not two, give them a season 5 to let them wrap up everything nicely. But we need more time with this show because the show is starting to get really good. The characters are getting deeper, and I'm just like, it's just now hitting that point where it's like I care about everybody. Like, I need more time with these characters. Like, give us more storyline and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I really enjoyed this season. Like I said at the beginning, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love this season. Like I said, I have nitpicks, like how they treated Max, certain decisions that like Zion and Paul made, even though they're valid in their anger. But I'm just like, man, like I enjoyed everything else. I didn't talk about Cynthia because they didn't really do much with her. I do feel bad for her because her husband, yeah, he was dying anyway, but that's not Georgia's decision to make, and I do feel bad for her. And she has every right to be mad at Georgia. Um, bro, I forgot to mention it in the Ginny section, but Ginny blackmailing her was crazy. Like she's starting to turn into Georgia a little bit, and I don't know how I feel about it. Uh, we're gonna see how that go. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this season, man. If I think of anything else, I'll bring it up in another video because I'm definitely going to do like a tier list or something after this. If y'all interested in that, let me know. But yeah, this is my first review. You know, if it's all over the place, I apologize. This is my first time doing a review. I'm so used to doing reactions and just like actually watching stuff on screen. I will be reacting to season 4. The only reason why I didn't get to react to this season it was because some family stuff happened. A lot of y'all who are already on my channel know that I've been busy lately, but an emergency happened with one of my sisters and she got in an accident and stuff. So I was going to do reactions, but because that happened over the weekend and stuff, I was like, nah, I gotta be there for my sister. And I got spoiled literally first day getting on Twitter anyway, so nothing I can do. But I will be reacting to season 4 and how many other seasons they get renewed for. So yeah. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new, share with your friends. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I will do more. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.